So we've only got 2 weeks now until we find out the next lot of free PlayStation Plus games, which is pretty awesome really. This month is going by so fast, it is unreal. It's only been a week since we got our last set of PlayStation Plus games. Now we have got quite a few things to talk about this week. I am going to start with one thing though, the favourite game from this month's lineup. And I've got to say Tomb Raider. I have played the game in the past, as you guys probably saw when I did a bit of gameplay. I had to delete my old game save for it. Didn't play much of it at the time though, but replaying through it, it's such an amazing game. The graphics of it look awesome and the story's pretty awesome as well. Now, before we do get into the rest of the video, if you guys are looking to renew your PlayStation Plus membership, if you're looking for PSN credit, or if you're just looking to get your games really cheap, make sure you check out my sponsor, Instant Gaming. Everything on their website is usually around 20% off, and that's including pre-orders, so it's definitely worth looking at upcoming games. Usually they do some really good deals just before new games come out, so it's always worth checking out. Now again, this week turned into one where we didn't end up doing the drop video because there's not that many new games coming out that look like they're worth picking up. There's only one game really that stood out for me, and that's a game called Rocket Arena. It's an EA title. It's going to be discounted if you guys own EA Access. Pretty much it's a 3v3 shooter. Graphics wise, to me personally, it really reminds me of Overwatch, just the way that the game looks, the character models, that kind of thing. Curious to see what you guys think about that though. It is just my personal opinion. I have been looking for a new shooter to play for a while, but the fact that it's only 3v3 can get a little bit annoying, because if all of your friends pick it up, you kind of have to choose who you want to play with. But I'm sure this one is going to be a ton of fun, and it's something that I really cannot wait to try out. And whenever new games do come out, or I'm really addicted to just like one specific game rather than title flipping, you guys can always catch me over on Twitch if you guys are interested in checking that out. I did kind of put a poll up whether or not you guys would be more interested in me streaming on Twitch or YouTube, and I think if I was streaming every day on YouTube, it'd just be too much content going up there, which might annoy some people. So I kind of thought stick to doing Twitch at the moment, just so live is somewhere else, and just keep this channel specific to videos. But yeah, at the moment, you guys always ask what I'm playing, and at the moment I'm playing a game called Sea of Thieves. And yes, before you guys say it, nope, it is not a PlayStation game, which is so gutting. It's such an amazing game to play. You can play it on PC or you can play it on Xbox. Pretty much you're a pirate. You start off with your crew. You can play it solo, which is a decent thing, because when it first came out, literally you were stuck on a massive boat and you had to play it with random people that would vote to put you in a brig, just sink it for fun, or it just made the game pretty much unplayable unless you had friends to play with. Now you can play it solo and you can kind of pick which boat you want to go on and play it with who you want to play with. It's just so much fun. It's so casual as well. It's not one of them games where you have to go gathering. It's not something where you have to build your own boat. If you sink, you just respawn and you carry on going with what you're doing. There's so much you can do on the game. Treasure hunting, bounty hunting, killing megalodons, hunting down the Kraken, ghost ships, and obviously there's the PvP side as well. This is just a game that I've been really enjoying. And no, it is not on EA Access on PlayStation. As soon as I mentioned this on Twitter, so many people were saying that they were looking at picking it up. That's Sea of Solitude. Completely different game. But the main stuff, rumours, predictions, and some other stuff as well. Now the rumour, funny enough, is for another game that's got a pirate aspect to it, and that is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Now this is the first Assassin's Creed game that I ever played. I never played the originals, was never really interested in it. Not too sure why, I just didn't like the look of the gameplay for it. Then when a pirate version of the game came out on PS4, it piqued my interest, which made me download the game. I fully completed it and I carried on playing it just to do the pirating stuff on it, and I loved it so much. It was amazing, to the point where I actually really do miss that game. And then I carried on playing Assassin's Creed. I played Unity, I played Syndicate, and I enjoyed them after that. But yeah, the rumour is for Black Flag. I think it's a good title that a lot of you guys would enjoy. It'd give me a reason to kind of go back to the game as well when I have to do some gameplay for it. And even though it is an older game, I do think it'd get a really good response from you guys. Before we get on to predictions though, the giveaway from last week, congratulations to Sam Drives. He managed to get his copy of F1. Congratulations. We are doing another mystery game giveaway this week over on Twitter. If you want to get involved, head on over there. It's just another place where I kind of put gaming news as well. Anything that I don't make a video on, or stuff on other consoles, just little bits and bobs I kind of post over there. So Make sure you check that out. But predictions, the 2 games that I'm going to go for. The first is a game called Stardew Valley. Now, this game looks awful, but it actually plays really, really well. And it's one of them games that you can play it mobile as well. I've actually got it downloaded on my iPhone as well as playing it on console sometimes as well. But they have just introduced multiplayer onto it as well. Now, it's kind of a farming simulator style of game with different aspects to it because there's loads of stuff that you can do. It's just obviously, it's a very pixelated game, which does put a lot of people off. But if you are into like your simulator games, if you've ever played games like My Time at Portia, that sort of stuff, Animal Crossing, just think that style of game, just really, really casual, but with pixel style graphics, but obviously you can play it with your friends as well. Really, really fun. Definitely would get a good response, I think, if people actually tried it out. And the second one is a really old shooting game called Killzone. Now, this was a day 1 release on PlayStation, and if I'm being honest, I'm really, really surprised it hasn't been a PlayStation Plus game before, simply because it's already been free in other countries. It was a free game for Japan back in 2017. I'm not too sure whether it's being given out for the US though. The fact that it's a really old game that has been given out before on other regions would make it the perfect title to go free for everyone, and the fact that it's that old anyway, it's not a game that anyone's going to go out and buy because it's ridiculously cheap, and to be fair, on the multiplayer side of it, no one even really plays it anymore. But as usual guys, any of these games that do manage to go up, if you're looking for people to play with on the multiplayer side, make sure you check out the Discord. You'll see a link pop up down below. On the left hand side there'll be a verification thing. All you need to do is react to the post and it gets you in. It just kind of stops bots joining and stuff, which can get a little bit annoying. There's some really cool mods over there that are kind of looking after the server, so have some fun. It's a really good place to find new people to play with. Just a reminder though, just before we do finish up, the post is pinned over on my Twitter at the moment, so if you do want to get involved in the giveaway, all you need to do is the usual pretty much. Make sure you're following me over on Twitter, like the post and retweet. The winner will be announced at the end of the week. This one isn't a massive AAA title, it is just a smaller indie game, but I thought it'd just be a cool thing to do just to give something back to you guys. And as usual, as I mentioned earlier, if you are looking for PSN credit, if you are looking to renew your PlayStation Plus memberships, make sure you get it from Instant Gaming. Just the discount on there just makes it so worthwhile. It's where I get all mine from, and it's usually between 20 and 30% off. Every little counts, doesn't it? So if you save some money and get some cool games, why not? But that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, a like would be awesome. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. But thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you next time.